treatment, or a substitute for professional advice. Please consult a professional for your specific needs or concerns. We encourage you to use the topics discussed to generate your own conversation within the community. Should you have any questions or concerns regarding the content of the show, please feel free to use the hashtag GNR or email lovenowradio@gmail.com.
Goddess of the Nile Radio would like to thank our social media sponsors, Dope Curves, Noah's Jungle Bunch, and Chelsea by Chance. Our anonymous sponsor for assisting in making this YouTube live possible. Our small business sponsors, Divine Chakras LLC and Haru Heads. Our artist sponsors, Tanisha Clark and Kenora Berry. Our spiritual supporters, Collective Conscious Minds, Yeshua's Lightworkers, Indigo 11, and Sacred Woman Indigo Circle. And a special thank you to our Patreon members and followers. And to the most important people that make this dream possible, you, our listeners. We are Goddess of the Nile Radio, and we do this for you.
You are now listening to Goddess of the Nile Radio.
It is your birthright to accept and receive the goodness of the world, the tools to create your destiny, the love and nourishment from others, a life of abundance, days filled with propositions, manifested success coming from places that serve you, manifested success poured into your life and the lives of others. You are guided and given the authority to receive the gifts of the universe, for these gifts have already been given to you long before your arrival here. Your faith in yourself makes it real and opens the doors for manifestation to rush in. Your consciousness is open to receive and to give. It is your birthright, and it is done now.
You are now listening to Goddess of the Nile Radio.
Through this mantra of manifestation, all things are possible. We proclaim absolutely that all of us are living in a friendly universe that is always providing for us. We have felt it happening, and we are feeling it happening now. We are open to receive more abundance than we have ever experienced before. We can afford and do anything that our heart desires. We need never to worry again. We are filled with an attitude of gratitude for what we already have and all that we are giving and ready to give. We keep ourselves lifted in high consciousness no matter what the appearances are. The universe is always providing in our favor. We are creators of our today and our tomorrow. Reciting a mantra is an excellent way to start your day. Calm you down while you are upset and refocus your consciousness. For a copy of this mantra, please feel free to visit our Patreon account by searching for Goddess of the Nile Radio on patreon.com. It's your girl Azure Neteru Gaia, and I'm out. Peace.
You are now listening to Goddess of the Nile Radio.
Grand Rising world, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. It's your girl Azure Neteru Gaia, here with Shalom, Ashe Gaia.
Shalom, Ashe Gaia. Yes, that's me.
Yes, we are in the building, guys. Happy Sunday. Happy glorious Sunday. Welcome to our space, our divine, loving space here on the Nile, where we celebrate love, we celebrate healing, understanding, you name it, right, Shalom?
We celebrate you.
We celebrate you. And spirituality.
Yes,
Because you are all about that spirituality, right, sis?
All the way, all the time.
Yes. And all the time she is about spirituality. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Nile. Oh my goodness. Shalom and I have been super busy. Right, Shalom?
So busy.
I know you guys missed this last week. We had ventured off to New York City.
Yes.
New York City.
The Big Apple.
Yes, for the Metaphysical Conference. No.
No.
I need to say it right, girl.
Oh my God, what is it called?
The Metaphysical Masters Conference.
Yes.
Held by Underground Railroad Productions. So shout out to Brother Rich.
Yes.
Man, we had a lecture by the Duke of Tears.
Yes, Azure the Duke of Tears.
Azure the Duke of Tears.
Brother Panic.
Yes. And the elder.
Uncle Phil.
Dr. Phil.
Phil.
Valentine. Oh my God.
It was amazing, sis.
Oh my God, it was so amazing. They have angel bumps right now. Let me tell you guys, that was the quickest ride to
Ever.
New York, back from New York, I ever had taken in my life.
We talked the whole time.
We sure did. Sister
Spirit
bonding.
was in the building.
Yes. We kept seeing numbers. Shalom and I. It's so good to be around someone who is like on your spiritual level.
Yes.
You feel me? Like the whole entire time, Shalom and I was riding up to New York, and we took the long way. We took a scenic route. Oh my God, that bridge.
That bridge. We forgot about the bridge.
Oh my God.
We were vibrating on. It was some power bridge or
There was
something.
something going on with that bridge. So we don't know where we were. Were we in Pennsylvania or Delaware at the time? We talked so much. We literally was like going
I'm
through.
sitting up here like, don't know.
To us, it felt like, and you know, we have a vivid imagination, right? Which is a good thing for spiritual people.
Yes.
But for us, it literally felt like we were going through like portals.
Yes.
As we were heading up to New York for the conference. So one of the portals we went through was like this bridge. It was this really, really cool bridge. And we were on this windy road. And then all of a sudden, the trees opened up.
And it was water.
And it was like water. And Shalom was like, oh my God, look at the rocks in the water. And I'm like, look at the trees. And then the both of us collectively, we began to both vibrate.
Yes.
It was so amazing. And Shalom was like, they're here. And I was like, yes, they're in the trees somewhere.
Yes.
Hey guys, you know, and then like we crossed the bridge and everything was good. And the further we got away from the bridge, like our vibration.
It just went down. It just went
It
away.
went down and it went away, faded. Oh my God, it was so amazing.
We got to go back to that bridge.
We have to go back there. Like I wanted to go there like this weekend.
I
like
know,
with all of the
right?
rain and everything, I really wanted to go back. But once we got to New York, right? Once we got to New York, I'm telling you guys, if you are just starting your spiritual journey or if you're already on your spiritual journey, I highly suggest you be around your people as much as possible.
Yes.
Right? Because it was such a beautiful experience. When Shalom, the line to the Metaphysical Masters Conference was wrapped around the corner. So shout out to Brother Rich for that. What a huge accomplishment. And the windows, you could see through into St. Francis College. You could see through. And the first thing Shalom said was, oh my God, there's so much copper. And I was like, yes, all of that healing energy in one place, you know? And it was just beautiful to see. You had fathers with their daughters,
oh my
mothers
gosh.
with their sons.
We met so many people that were just so open to
people.
taking our cars. So if you guys are listening from
Yes!
from last Sunday,
Hey fam! Hello fam!
Yes.
Oh my God, it was so beautiful. I'm just, and then the information.
The information I'm still downloading.
I'm still downloading too. I'm still processing.
What's one thing that you can like remember?
Ooh. One thing that I can remember that I'm like struggling the most with this week in the Matrix, like living in the Matrix, is, and what I'm celebrating as well, is if the earth is flat.
Yes.
You know, and like...
I don't say Uncle Phil. I don't want to disrespect him. Dr. Phil.
Yes.
Because he is Uncle Phil to me.
Yes.
But he was like, I don't want to say that the world is flat. I don't want to say that it's round. It's an infinite plane is his quote and what he said.
Yes.
With the pictures that he was showing of the skydiving, the guy that did the skydiving. And I was just floored at the fish eye. The fish eye filter that they put on it to make the world look curved.
Yes.
But then the whole camera is curved. The camera's not curved.
I'm telling you, if you didn't already have this information when you arrived there, your mind would have been blown completely away.
I'm surprised it wasn't brain guts like on the floor somewhere from people being just exploded with information, I should say.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Another part that I enjoyed about the conference was the question answer session at the end.
Yeah.
Like, I really loved the way that they answered questions and they were like respectful to everyone that was on the panel. Like, yeah, like, look, I'm answering too many questions.
Right.
Brother Panic.
Can we get some better questions? Like these elementary school questions?
Yeah, it was a lot of newbies there.
Yeah,
and I didn't feel like that was the I'm glad to see them there.
Yeah.
Because you do need something to like aim your brain and your consciousness towards.
Yes.
But I feel like, ooh, this one was more so for the teachers.
Right,
you know,
right. And I mean, and that's what I think Azure may have mentioned that. He was like, you know, if you don't already know some of this information, like, I don't know why you're here. Like, this is not the class for you.
Yeah, it was definitely PhD.
Yeah,
in,
this is the class that you need to be at when you're ready to step to the next level.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And even like the breakdown that Dr. Phil Valentine had did about, I know I'm going to mess this up, sis, so help me, the Jesuits. Conspiracy?
The Society of the Jesuit, the Society des Jesuits.
Yes.
Yes. So the Society of the Jesus, or Society, Jesus Society, I should say.
Society,
yes.
yeah, and how everything always goes back to the Vatican.
Yes.
You know, everything, and we touch on it here and there, you know, and as you know, listeners, as we take you on your healing journey and your awakening journey, that is something that we're going to talk about here on the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so basically what we're going to do is, today we're here to talk about chakras, right? Yes. We're here for the energy because we're here to get you guys started, get you guys going on your path of spirituality and awakening. It is such an amazing thing to be spiritually free.
Yes, not tied or bound down to anything or anyone or any energy.
Yes, you don't have to worry, guys, about getting your allergy medicine, right? Oh my God, spring's coming, hay fever. You don't have to worry about that stuff.
No.
You don't have to worry about running out there to get your I'll say Metamucil, but that too.
Yes.
But you don't have to worry about your PMS medicine because you're cramping.
I took ibuprofen 800 for years.
Yes.
And this is literally the first year where I didn't have to take anything at all.
You're free, sis. I'm free too. You know, I was even 15 years ago, I was even diagnosed with lupus. And as soon as I figured out, I tell you guys all the time, I was into something before I knew what I was into.
Yes.
And I knew I was not claiming that lupus that doctor was giving me.
Yes.
I knew I could heal myself.
Ashe.
And I have not had a lupus outbreak. All praises to the ancestors and the universe. I have not had a lupus outbreak in 15 years.
Ashe.
Yes,
See?
no hospital
But it's all,
visits.
if you're feeding to the fact that you have lupus, then all your body is going to do is say, I have lupus.
I have lupus.
And that's going to react to it. Mm-hmm. So it's all about the mind and where you put your mind at.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
So we covered part 1 2 weeks ago.
Yes, we did.
And for you guys, part 1 is found on our YouTube channel, Goddess of the Nile Radio. So head on down to our YouTube channel and catch up on part 1 after today's show, right? And then, of course, we're going to get into part 2 because we missed maybe 3 or 4 chakras last time.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, I think we have like 3 or 4 more case studies to work on today. So grab your pens and papers and get yourself comfortable, sage your space so you can be open to receive learning.
Yeah.
And we're going to get into it.
Yeah, we have some students today, too.
We do.
Some healers that are in the building.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So to our fellow healers, we ask that you respect us, right? You respect the information that's being shared on the show. And if you'll be using this information in your classes or if you'll be using your information to heal others, we please ask for you to head on over to our Patreon account, patreon.com, and do a simple search for Goddess of the Nile Radio and become a member, or you can contribute to our building fund.
Ashe.
How that sound, sis?
It sounds amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get it popping.
So I guess we're ahead of time, and I know Tislam is going to love that. But how about we go into a music break? Yeah, we're going to go into a music break pretty early. We can do that here on the Nile. Love you guys. See you soon.
Peace.
Hey guys, welcome back to Goddess of the Nile Radio. It's your girl Azure Neteru Gaia, here with Shalom Ashe Gaia.
Know me.
I hope you guys have saged your spaces. You got your pens and paper ready to go. And we're going to talk about chakras today, right? Part 2, we're going to get into it. Please pardon me. I had notes and I'm trying to find them. And yeah.
Well, in the meantime, in between time,
thank you, sis.
Let's talk about these chakras.
I'm like,
so,
where's my notes?
I think we touched on the fact last week that, you know, we all have chakras and we're all born with chakras. And, you know, somebody, I was doing some research and someone said that they took out their chakras.
What?
They removed them.
Okay.
Because they felt like they didn't need them.
Aww.
Right? And I mean, I never really understood what that meant, honestly.
Right.
Now that it's come to me. So maybe I need to revisit that and research it and get back to you guys. But I just feel like some people, I guess, feel like they don't need them, or they I don't know if they feel like they are just operating out of the incorrect energy. Like, I don't know. You know, I don't know why someone would remove their chakras. So if someone out there has some info, I would love to, you know, extend myself and research them. I just threw a whole bone at sis just now.
My eyes is rolling.
Like,
Oh my
what?
God.
Yeah.
But you know what? When you said that, so I have been watching Once Upon a Time, right? Once
Okay.
Upon a Time. I don't know if it still comes on or not, so I'm catching up on it on Netflix.
Yeah.
Because for me, there's a lot of information about magic that's in that series. And when you said that, I was thinking about, there was one episode I was watching where there's this princess and the Ice Queen had like she froze her, right?
Yeah.
For whatever reason. They didn't really talk about it. I guess she was just being mean. And the evil queen is trying to save this woman, so she reaches into the woman and she pulls out her heart so that the ice doesn't get to her heart, because as soon as the ice gets to her heart, she'll die.
She'll die.
So everything about this series is all about the heart.
That reminds me of Elsa. Let it go. That's my jam. But
that was
before it hit the, I guess, like the heart, like right at the heart is. It was at the end of the movie. I can't remember, but that's the revelation I just had.
Oh, that's cool though, because actually one of the characters, it was her who, and it was like.
Isn't that an extension of the? Isn't it like a spin-off to the movie?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now that's why.
So like a version of her was there in this town, right? It's it gets complicated, but she has a mother, and her mother is mean, evil, and she's like.
I need to watch that.
It's really, really interesting. Forgot where I was going with this.
It's all good.
It's all
We're
good.
talking about chakras.
We're talking about chakras, though. Chakras in the movie. Oh, okay. Okay, I got this. So, yesterday, I spent some time out in nature. I love being out in nature when it's raining, and I just love it. I love the energy of it all.
Yeah.
So, I was actually asked by a friend to show him and teach him, basically start him on his spiritual path. So I said, okay, I can do this for you. Which reminded me of our case study from the first part, from part one of Let's Talk About Chakras.
Yeah.
Where we were talking about Bob and how Bob has most of his chakras weren't spinning or they were blocked. So as I spent maybe 4 hours of the day, because we went to the crystal shop and then we headed down to this park and we had to go to a lake.
So much fun.
Yeah, I was teaching him how to like wash his
wash his crystals.
Wash his crystals in the lake water.
Yeah.
How to charge them, how to put intent inside of them. I was showing him all of these things. And of course, on the ride, right, you're just having general conversation, and everything that he was talking about had something to do with money.
Oh, with money. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
You know, but money. Everything was money. Oh, I can make $13,000 in one day. I can do this. I could do that. And I'm sitting in my head as a spiritual mentor, and I'm like, maybe my price needs to go up. You know, if you have all of this abundance of cash flow. But that's all he was talking about. So then, while he was just talking about his money and his cars and this, that, and the other, what was driving past? 666, shoot. 666, shoot. 665, shoot. 669. I was like, whoa! So it was so bad. I had to tell him about it.
Listen, brother.
Yeah, bro.
Do you know why you're seeing this 666? It's because you're focused too much on the money and not enough on the spirituality.
Yes, and that's basically what I had to tell him.
Yes.
And he was his chakra, his chakra energy was so blocked or not spinning. I was like, ooh.
And that's all heart.
That's
the heart
nothing.
is about the abundance.
Oh my God, it was like, there's nothing I can do for you at this point.
Yeah.
So what I ended up doing was, we did buy a bunch of crystals, but I took them from him. I was like, no, you give me these. They need to be with me for a little while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you take this.
Nice and bossy.
Yeah, you take this tiger's eye.
Yeah.
And this is what you're going to work with first.
Ooh.
I'm not giving you all of this. We've got some pretty cool stuff. I was like, you're not touching any of that.
You need to get some grounding, my brother.
Let's do some grounding first,
yes.
and then we can jump into it. Because, I mean, even, oh my God, this was just so much. You guys have no idea what us healers go through. We're working
like,
with
where's
you
Florida
guys.
Water? Give me the
We're
sage.
working with you guys, and it takes so much energy, but we got to get you healed, right? So we're dedicated to you, especially if we make the decision that we're going to work with you, as long as you're willing to do the work on your side.
Exactly.
Right? So let's get into it. Let's talk about chakras, sis.
Yes.
So we always send people with chakra issues down to Divine Chakras LLC. Yes, we do.
We are a brand.
So we are working with Wendy. Okay.
Wendy.
I got an accent, girl. Wendy. WENDY.
Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
Yeah, Wendy.
All right.
All right, let's see. Wendy is having an issue with speaking her truth.
Okay.
So she just goes with the flow. She doesn't want to be disruptive to anyone else. So she's just like, I just want to keep the peace.
Mm-hmm.
She's having a difficult time paying attention and staying focused.
Okay.
She's afraid that if she speaks up for herself, that other people would judge her.
Okay.
So she's a people pleaser. And then she always has a sore throat. She's having issues with her thyroid. She got into a car accident. Excuse me, I have to cough a little bit, sorry. Excuse me, she got into a car accident, so now she has issues with her neck.
Okay.
And her shoulders getting stiff, and she has horrible tension headaches.
Okay.
So that is Wendy. What can we do for her?
So Wendy has a little bit of issues with her throat chakra. I know when I had issues with my throat chakra and speaking in my truth, that's when I started to develop sore throats all the time.
All the time. Yes.
So a lot of these issues not only not only do these issues resonate energetically, but also physically as well. You said she's also suffering from headaches, so that would be third eye crown chakra. So we're looking at the top 3 chakras, definitely being underactive. You know, I don't like to say blocked, but I mean, I know they say blocked, but underactive, not spinning in the correct ways.
Yes.
A lot of people, especially women, I don't know how old Wendy is, but I'm feeling like she's maybe in her early 30s, maybe mid 30s. And in that generation, our parents taught us that children should be seen and not heard.
Oh God, yes.
And I don't know her racial background either, but I know that in African American communities, a lot of people don't allow their children to speak their truth. You know, they hold us back because we have to respect our elders. We can't speak in the way that we want to. Right. Not in a disrespectful way, but you know, my mother's that way too. If I try to speak my mind, you're disrespecting me.
Yes.
You know, it's like, no, I want to have a voice. You know, I have a voice. I'm not just this entity walking. So I feel like a lot of the issues that she's having, well, number one, the headache is coming from the stress.
Yes.
You know, because she's not able to express her truth the way she wants to, and when she finds herself in these situations where she can't express, it's like it tends to be a tension headache.
Yes.
She's also probably not seeing the world the way that she wants to see it because she has to suppress that energy, right? So with Wendy, I would really love to do some therapy with speaking.
Yes.
And first I would say writing. Because in order to speak, you have to put it on paper. Okay. What Erykah Badu said, put it on paper and watch get real.
Yeah.
But watch it get real.
Yes.
You know, and that's real because anytime that you write something and it's like, you know, when you scribe something and you put it on paper, it is written.
Yes.
You know, it is written, especially when you're writing it in black or blue ink. You know, hence why they have us sign things in black and blue ink.
Oh.
You know, it is written. It's that color. It's the resignation of that color. Like it's permanent. You know, it's permanent. And so writing these things down, like why does she feel blocked? What is the issue with her not being able to speak her truth? Where does it stem from? We got to really dig. A lot of these issues start in our subconscious. They start in our childhood.
Yes.
That's why they always say tap back into your inner child.
Yes.
There was probably times in her childhood where she just could not speak her truth.
Yes.
And so she's developed and grown that same behavior over time. And then now she's probably having relationships where, you know, if she has someone treating her wrong, she doesn't say anything.
Right.
That could lead to abuse. I mean, there's so many, you know, she could have low self-esteem because she doesn't feel pretty, because, you know, she doesn't know how to speak back to herself. And the throat chakra doesn't even mean you talking to people. It's also talking to yourself.
Talking to yourself,
and being
yes.
truthful with who you are as a true divine being. So I would start with journaling for her and have her, you know, journal every day her thoughts and how she feels and be really expressive in that. And then I would have her read it back to herself.
Okay.
You know, because when you read it back to yourself and you look in the mirror and you're doing that mirror work, honey, that's when it's like you start revealing, you know, you really start revealing your truths. And really start working on confidence, solar plexus. I would add some solar plexus energy in there for her as well. But that would even, after she gets writing and comfortable with speaking, I would maybe even push her to like go live on Facebook or go live on Instagram. You know, get out your comfort zone, because number one, that not only is that going to build your confidence, but number two, that's going to get you used to speaking. Right? And working with some lapis. I'm holding lapis right now. You guys can see the stone of the gods and the goddesses. It has pyrite in it as well. So it's all about speaking with confidence in your truth. And then the headaches would just be meditation. Working with essential oils to really calm and soothe the energy that's going on within the head, within the third eye and the crown chakra as well. And even maybe doing some dream work. You know, focusing on dreaming and meditating, maybe drinking some mugwort before she goes to sleep, because your dreams really give you a portal into like what your subconscious is trying to tell you, but also your spirit team communicates to you through there. But definitely starting with journaling and doing the Facebook Live, just to build the confidence. I think once I honestly feel like once she does that, once Wendy does that, like she gonna walk through my door like, sis, we'll be going to our first speaking engagement. Like, yes.
Come through, Wendy.
Yes.
That's awesome. Now you had said something about, what is it, mugwort?
Mugwort.
What's that, and where can someone get it?
It's a herb.
Okay.
So you can actually find it at your local herb shop, Smile Herb Shop. I know that I get mine from the Enchanted Fae, located in Silver Spring. But mugwort is just a natural herb that was used by our ancestors, and they used it as a smoking tool or as drinking teas, and it would basically relax them, but also open their third eye chakra to receiving messages. So,
oh, wow. Okay.
Yes. So research, you guys, mugwort, MUGWORT, mugwort.
Mugwort. Awesome. All right, Wendy, she's on her way.
Yes, girl, come
Wendy
back.
is on
2
her
weeks.
way. Good. She's not as bad as our people from part 1. She's pretty good. All right, so our next one, and then we're going to take a break, right? So I'm going to let this roll around in your head.
All right.
All right, next we have James, all right? So let's see what James says. Hold 1 second. Okay. So James is having trouble accessing his intuition. So his spiritual advisor is always saying to him, you need to tap into your intuition. And he's like, I can't do it. I don't know what it is. Like, what is the intuition? I have no idea. Leave me alone. He doesn't hear the things that other people hear so easily, which is his inner voice.
Yeah.
He's also having issues with recalling important facts and learning new skills. So he can't. So if he goes to a class to learn something new, he can't retain the information, and he can't he feels a little bit like he's an old dog when he can't learn new tricks. What else is going on with him? So he's feeling unbalanced. He's very judgmental. He's dismissive and introverted. And let's see, he's also dealing with things that he's not trying to take medicine for anymore, which is his depression and his anxiety, and he has frequent headaches, a lot like Wendy, and sometimes his headaches are so bad that they're making him dizzy. So we have a lot of headaches today.
Yeah.
So that is our man James.
Okay. So we're looking at third eye and crown chakra energy all day.
All day.
All day. For James, I think for him, being able to be open to your intuition comes with learning to be still and be peaceful and to listen to your inner self. Listen to the voices that you hear.
Yeah.
That is all that it is.
That's all it
I
is.
mean, literally, we are in such a stimulated world where, you know, we can't even sit in a room for 5 minutes without turning on a TV or looking at a phone or turning on music. And all of those are distractions.
Right.
Those frequency waves that are coming from these smart devices, even the TVs, that is what disrupts the brain waves in your thinking, all right? And that's what they want you to do. They don't want you to think for yourself.
Right.
They want you to use programming to think for you. So, do we need to take a break? Because I'm about to get started.
You about to get all into it?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
so
James,
let's stop there.
That's right, James. Relax in your chair. Thank you for visiting Divine Chakras LLC. Relax in your chair.
Yes, I need to take a phone call real quick.
Yes.
We need to pay the bills real
Yes,
quick.
Shalom has to pay the bills real quick, and she's real quick, and she's going to do something from Divine Chakras LLC for you. So just sit tight, meditate, sage, get ready for the next part 2 of Let's Talk About Chakras, live right here on the WDC Radio app and YouTube channel.
Welcome back. It's your girl, Ashe. Ooh, not Ashe. Shalom, Ashe Gaia. I don't even know my name, but Ashe to that. Yes, I am bringing your Divine Report, sponsored by Divine Chakras LLC, because we are a brand. And you guys know that I'm available to do readings for you guys. So make sure you hit me up, divinechakras777@gmail.com. Let's get into your daily reading. I know that we have a new moon coming up on June the 13th. I think it's going to be in Taurus again. I think. So sis is looking that up for me. I forgot to look it up, and it totally slipped my mind. So, but anyway, I think that it is. I think that it is going to be Taurus, and then we're going to have another full moon in Sagittarius. I know that it's another repeat of what we had last time. So, there's a lot going on energetically. I know my group, Collective Conscious Minds, we've been going through it emotionally. We have Uranus in Taurus right now. It's actually about to retrograde and go back into Aries and then go back into Taurus next year. We also have, it's going to be in Gemini. Okay, so new moon in Gemini. I was close. All right. It is Gemini season right now, y'all, and it's a lot going on in our heads. It's a lot going on emotionally. Don't let those thoughts get to you. Don't let those negative thoughts get to you, because like, I know for me, it's been an emotional week on a subconscious level. So we just got to really stay focused. I would definitely say if you are into Reiki, do some Reiki on yourself this week. I did some Reiki on myself last week, and it really helped. But also meditation to binaural beats is going to be essential, okay? So without further ado, let's get started. I'm actually on my live right now on YouTube, so hey to all my YouTube subscribers who are literally like, hey sis! So I'm going to be doing a reading for you guys for, let's do today through the new moon. And I didn't open up my tarot circle, but I'm just going to be reading intuitively right now. And we are going to draw 2 cards tarot for the energy of this week. How many minutes I got, sis? Oh, perfect. See, I'm good. I'm on time today. All right, so we have 2 cards here. We have the 9 of Wands in reverse, and we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Spirit says right now that some of y'all are afraid to step into your true job role, into your true life purpose, okay? 3 of Pentacles in reverse. What do you have to offer to the world? What do you have to offer on a spiritual level, right? That's gonna Because we know, like, okay, spirituality, you know, we can go into spirituality and we can do spiritual advising to make income and things like that, to make our ends meet. But a lot of us are afraid to do that. A lot of people are afraid to step into that role, which I have here, the Nine of Wands in reverse. So this is like Sagittarius energy mixed in with some grounding energy, okay? We just moved out of the Sagittarius full moon, and some of us are still in our heads. Some of us are still like contemplating like what people are going to think. What are people going to say? What is my family going to think? What is my family going to say if I pursue what I really love to do? If I really pursue this spiritual business? Like, you can't determine your future off of what people are going to think or say about you, because you're always going to be stuck. You're always going to be stuck in a rut of like not actually pursuing your goals, or you're living out your passions, living out your true sacral energy, right? So we got to start operating from, number one, from our hearts, and really understanding that when you get this calling, that it's not about you. It is not about you. Your calling is not about you. Your calling is about the collective. All right, as a life path number 9, I'm a humanitarian, so I understand this. I understand all the numbers that have come before me. So I understand everyone that's a 1 through an 8. I get it. You're still trying to find your mark in this world. You're still trying to figure out your mark in the matrix, but the matrix has already made your mark for you. Your spiritual team has already made your mark for you. Just like Dr. Phil said, your body has to catch up. It's already put out there. It's already in the spirit universe. If you want to be a tarot reader and you said that you want to be a tarot reader, you're already a tarot reader. You just got to catch up. So that means you got to start running faster, sis. You got to start running faster, brother, and really catching up to your true life passions, okay? I just want to tell you guys, like, and this is just so funny. We have the energy of 3 right now and the energy of 9, 369, the numbers to the keys to the universe. And, you know, sis was talking about the guy, her friend, who was so stuck on materialistic things. And just a side note, like, it took me almost a year to really get away from materialistic things. And I can really say, I mean, I'm a Capricorn, Moon Taurus, so I love to look good, to smell good, you know, like to get my hair and my nails done. But let me tell y'all, like, I don't even care about that stuff anymore, because it doesn't matter. You know, and Kate Spade has shown us that. She's had it all. She had it all, and she, you know, committed suicide. You know, so you don't have to have it all to be happy. Nowadays, it's not about being financially kept and happy. It's about being spiritually kept and happy. Okay, you guys? Please remember that. The 3 of Pentacles is all about connecting your spirituality to your materialistic world. The 2 can coexist together. It's just that you have to make the effort to not focus so much on the materialistic, because when you focus on spirituality, everything else is going to come behind that. Why? Because the universe is always working in our favor. The universe is always abundant to us. As long as you're following your path and you're not being afraid, okay, hence the 9 of Wands in reverse, you have that inner strength to be confident in who you are and speaking your truth on a daily basis. Best believe that you are going to have that protection, and you're not going to have to worry about anything, okay? Just keep your eyes on the prize, you guys. I love you guys so much. Y'all know that. I'm always here for you if you ever need, like, a helping hand. And I think I'm done. So I'm going to end it here, you guys. All right, this is Divine Chakras, LLC. It's your girl, Shalom, Gaia, here with your Divine Report. And you guys, keep your head up. I love you. Peace.
Hey guys, welcome back to Goddess of the Now Radio, live right here on the Win DC Radio app and YouTube channel. Today we're talking about chakras, everything you need to know. This is part 2. To catch part 1, head on over to our YouTube channel, Goddess of the Now Radio, and just do a simple search for Let's Talk About Chakras. So today, our case study that we left off on is James.
Oh, James.
James Chow.
Okay,
Florida's husband.
Girl, don't even do that. So, okay, James, remind me of the second part of James again. You know, I'm sorry.
Well, he has headaches, and his headaches are so bad it's making him dizzy.
Yes.
And he's taking medicine for depression and anxiety.
Oh, that's what it was.
But he wants to come up off of it.
Okay, he wants to come off of it. Yes. All right.
Come through.
Okay. So the dizziness Okay, so intuitively, I'm feeling dizziness is a spiritual connection. I get dizzy all the time.
All the time. You know I do.
And I have vertigo too. So, and that happened when I had an accident. So I would be curious to see if he has had car accidents that could be causing dizziness, because it could be a slight case of vertigo as well.
Okay.
And sometimes it flares up. Like mine will flare up every so often.
Okay.
But I would be curious to know if further about that. Also, the dizziness definitely has to do with the medication, being off balance, because that medication puts you off balance. The only thing with coming off medication is that you're going to need, for for that type of level of medication, you're going to need the help of some other form of treatment,
yes.
Which I would not want to step in with. And again, I always say to use your best judgment as healers to possibly bring in someone that has more of a medical background, even though this is not, we tend to want to stay away from it, but when we're weaning ourselves off of medication, on that level, sometimes we do need that, right?
Right, absolutely.
But when we're talking about like someone who, again, we're talking about the intuition and the headaches. And so for me, my first case I would really want to work with James is working on that intuition.
Yeah.
So doing a series of meditations. I would even do guided meditations with him that help to guide him. Maybe even tapping into his Akashic records.
Ah, okay.
To open him up to his Akashic records to see what's in there. Because there may be some things in there that have traumatized him from wanting to listen to himself. I feel like some grounding is needed as well. When we do work with the third eye, you want to be grounded as possible. And I do feel like his grounding is off, right?
Yes.
So earthing is such a great way to ground yourself while simultaneously working on meditation. And you guys know when you meditate for the right reasons, you are opening and channeling your third eye chakra.
Yes.
That is when you close your eyes and go within. Everyone, just close your eyes right now. If you close your eyes right now, like you'll see stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll see stuff. You might see colors. You might see flying objects. You might see scary looking objects. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the point is that you're seeing everything with your third eye, with your first eye is really what it is.
Yeah.
Because when you're born, that part of your eye, that part of your brain is already developed before your physical eyes. So that is actually your first eye. It's not your third eye, okay? But we call it your third eye anyway. So I know we want to get to the next case study, but definitely I would have James come back, because this would be a 2-part series for 2 or 3-part series. Just to get him started. Number one, I would definitely recommend that he sees a doctor with weaning himself off of that medication.
Yeah.
But the first thing is that he's going to have to listen to his intuition, because when he goes into that doctor's office, those doctors are going to want to keep him in the system,
Yes.
in the institutionalized medical system. So you got to remember, some of these doctors are not even out to help you. They just want that money, because
Yes.
the more prescriptions that they prescribe to people and they send them to these insurance companies, these people get money, buku money.
Yeah.
Buku money off of us and our sicknesses and our fake sicknesses. They make us
Right.
believe these things about us that aren't even true when we have the power to heal ourselves. So I think guided meditations would definitely help with him, and also a quick reiki, just to kind of cleanse the third eye and also cleanse his root chakra as well.
I totally agree.
That'll get him on balance and stop the dizziness too.
Yeah. As a person, I used to suffer from anxiety. Like when I came off the booze, I was afraid of people because I was using the booze as a crutch. And I'm like, okay, I can deal with people if I'm a little tipsy, feeling good, right? So when I first came off of it, I had huge anxiety. Like people were scared the crap out of me.
The bejesus.
The bejesus out of me. So yeah, one thing I did was I started to meditate before I would go out.
Yes.
I also changed my diet. I was eating more green leafy foods.
Yes, changing the diet too. We were just talking about that. Yeah.
I had to do that. I had to get rid of I call them kill foods.
Yeah.
But anything that was anything that had to be killed in order for me to eat it, I couldn't have it. So
Yes,
your animals, basically.
Alkaline foods.
A lot of alkaline foods. I had to get myself on.
Yes, start to invest, or not even invest, but start to research alkaline foods.
Absolutely.
Just changing my water to alkaline water like has greatly improved my energy overall, and just like my ability to process things on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
You're putting that positive energy in you, positive high vibrational foods. Like you have to positively charge your body on a daily basis.
That's so
it's
true.
like a cell phone. Like if you wake up and your cell phone is dead, how do you feel? You're like, dang, you know how I was when I went to New York.
I'm
like, sis, my phone didn't charge overnight. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Girl, it's like we freak out, but we have to charge ourselves up.
Yeah.
Just like you do with any cell phone.
And it's hard for a spiritual mentor or a Reiki master like yourself, Shalom, to do the work on someone and they leave you, right? They leave you after you did all that cleaning out, and you got their chakras circling and they're vibrating, they're feeling good.
And they go right back.
And then they go right back into it. They go right back into it. They go and pick up a rib sandwich on the way home after leaving you and all that work. So food is very important, especially when you're dealing with depression and anxiety, and especially like if you're someone like me that's coming up off of an addiction. Like it's really, really important that you focus in on your diet, because your body's going to be looking for certain things. It's going to be looking for that sugar. Like in our meetings that we have, like if someone makes the juice, it is the thickest juice, the Kool-Aid. They pouring in like half the bag of white sugar in that Kool-Aid.
White sugar.
Yes.
Which is the worst sugar ever.
Which is the worst sugar ever, right? But like we gotta have that sugar. We gotta have it. So we're taking like one thing and we're replacing it, one negative thing, right? And getting rid of it, and we're replacing it with
another.
Yeah.
So, it's just like if you stop drinking and you pick up smoking.
Yes.
Or vice versa. It's like, okay, you gave up one, sis. Now here you are with something else. Like, when are you gonna just give in and just be positive?
Be positive all the way around. Oh, it takes so much work, but the thing is, you got to get yourself started.
You do.
That's the thing. You have to get yourself started. In my group, I had put a post up because I feel like, and come to find out with this post, I was wrong. I feel like the beginning of a woman's spiritual journey may perhaps be different than the beginning of a male, because men are so closed.
Yeah.
It's hard for them to, like we do the, my son's giving me the eyeballs because we always have this gender conversation like all the time.
Yes.
Let me finish my thoughts, son, and I'll let you know where I'm coming from in just a second. So please, you're distracting me. So, women, like it's easier for us to talk about how we feel.
Yeah.
So when I have a new client, the first thing that we do is we do the every hour on the hour check-in. Carry your journal along with you. How do I feel? Why do I feel this way?
Yeah.
Now when I have a male client, it's like I need for you to write down they like, what? I ain't doing that, sis.
Right.
So that's what I mean when I say that it's different for a female and her awakening than it is for a guy. So usually for guys, I just want them to tap into themselves by meditating. Let's just start with meditating.
Yeah.
And then tell me what you see during the meditation. And that seems to work with them. So
they're visual creatures.
They're visual cute creatures.
Yes.
Yes. So any guys out there who is starting with the every hour on the hour, how do you feel? Like, kudos to you, because that's not easy to do.
It's not. But some men are more tapped in than others, so it just depends on their background as well.
Yeah.
So we can't put that label, because I know some guys that carry around a journal and write all day.
Hey guys, welcome back to Goddess of the Nile Radio, live right here on the WinDC Radio app and YouTube channel. It's your girl Azure Neteru Gaia here with
Shalom, Ashe Gaia, and we are the Gaias.
So love that. Peace, world. Thank you so much for being with us today as we take you on this journey where we're talking about chakras and how to heal yourself. And we're doing this through examples of case studies. And we went through quite a few case studies in part 1, and this is part 2. And we have one more left for you today. And then we're going to get into Mother Gaia. right?
Gaia.
Gaia. We so love Gaia.
Because we are Gaias.
We are Gaias. We are Gaias. We are creators. So, our last and final case study is Trudy.
Trudy.
Trudy. Trudy.
She sounds like she went to church.
No
tea, no shade.
Why do I want to say Big Booty Trudy so bad? I'm healing from that.
Are you healing from T.I.'s movie?
Yes, I'm healing from that. All right, so let's get into it. So Trudy walks into Divine Chakras LLC, right? She has a seat, and she's saying that she's feeling like she doesn't want to be around people. She wants to be alone, and she's just disconnected from everyone. She's disconnected from her environment. She doesn't feel a connection. Like she truly don't care. She don't care about you, what you going through. She don't care about what the church going through. She don't care about her neighbors. She could care less. She's one of those people that when you're walking through a door behind her, she lets it slam in your face. She could care less, right? Let's see. So another issue that she's having is she's unable to taste food. She can't taste food, which is interesting. And when she goes into her prayer to pray for gratitude, she can't connect. She's having a huge issue with connecting. So Trudy has issues. She can't connect to folks. She can't connect to spirit. And she don't care.
She's just all blocked.
She's
all blocked.
Poor thing.
Poor thing. The crown is closed, the root, the everything. No compassion, no love, the heart. Can't taste food, that's the throat chakra. Doesn't see the world for its beauty, that's the third eye. She's just completely just not spinning correctly at all. One thing that I would do, the first thing I would do with Trudy is ask her what in her life has made her not care anymore.
Yeah.
I would really want to dig into some soul searching with her, some shadow work. Start with some shadow work, and really find out, who in your life didn't care about you.
Yeah.
Because
it's
for
like
you,
she's just sad.
Yeah, for you not to care about someone or people or just have compassion in general, empathy. You had to have gone through something in your life where that has been caused by what your environment is, what people have not done for you in your past. So that is one thing. The one thing about us healers is that we are psychiatrists. We are psychiatrists. We do tap into the unknown soul of people, and we've really figured out what their subconscious layers has to offer. And those are layers in which we never touch because we're always running, working, fighting for our everyday lives, and we never really tap into our inner selves. So that's just something that I would start with her is, finding out her background, definitely some meditation, really quieting her mind and focusing on the love energy, working with rose quartz. She needs a hug.
Sis needs a hug.
Sis needs a hug.
I feel the same way, so I feel so sorry for her.
Yeah, sis needs a hug, and she needs to know how great and beautiful and divine she is. And that is why I always speak positive affirmations into, myself, my group, my daughter, and tell her, I look her dead in her face and I hold her face and I'm like, do you know how beautiful you are? Do you know how loved you are? And sometimes you got to do that to your clients. I'm like Iyanla, Iyanla will get in your face. She'll touch on you. She'll hug you. She'll
put you in the boobs.
She'll put you on her boobs and rub you down like a mother. And that's how I really feel like I got to be with some people. I'm just I don't know if you're going to be weird or freaked out, but I don't care. That's just me tapping into my divinity as a sister. And really bringing forth the love energy that I want to give to people, because I feel like people start opening up once you connect them at that heart chakra, and really opening yourself. I think she needs some positive love role models in her life too, as well.
Thinking that.
People to follow and to look up to that really resonate on that love frequency, that 432, listening to 432 or 528.
Yes, my
hertz.
favorite.
Anything that equals to 9. Woo! So powerful, so powerful. But definitely I would also recommend that she eats foods that are red or pink in color. I would definitely do some color therapy with her. This is something different that I haven't even spoke about. I actually do offer color therapy services, but I would work with some color therapy, some lights, even like some like clothing, giving her like clothing to wear on like, okay, today you wear red, tomorrow you wear black, tomorrow you wear this, and we work our way up through the chakras and have her even like drink teas that resonate with those particular energies as well. That would help too. But I really, color therapy is making me happy right now for her. Even helping her go to the crystal shop and pick out stones that are associated with those colors, and just asking her like, how does this color make you feel? How do you feel about this? Really tapping into that sacral energy, that passionate energy that's really going to ignite her fire, and just really help her to get that, like that fire gets that energy moving, right? And it also resonates with the heart chakra as well. And then also a spiritual bath.
I was just thinking that.
A spiritual bath would be good for
all kinds of stuff in that water.
Yes, would be I can't talk. Would be good for her as well. Incorporating rose water in there as well. I would even say for her to get rose water and spray it on her face throughout the day. Because the roses, like, they don't smell like boo-boo, okay? They actually smell wonderful. So that would be a start for Gertrude, right? Gertrude, what's her name? Trudy. Gertrude. That would be a starting point for her. That's where I would get started with her. Lots of recommendations there, but it's really just, for me, it's just figuring out why. Like, once you figure out why and you throw that information back on people, it makes them realize, like, oh my gosh, like, I have been treating people terribly. I have been acting like I don't care. I haven't been treating myself right. You got to start with yourself first. Self-love and self-care. If you don't love or care for yourself, everything around you is going to fall apart.
Yes. That's true.
So you got to be your own. You have to be your own strongest strength, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Makes tons of sense. What's the good thing about people like our case studies is that something awakens in them, and they know that they need help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the most beautiful thing to me about being a healer, is that a lot of our clients, they don't know anything about spirituality or self-healing or us or what we do, but something about us attracts them to us. It's like flies to a light. Honey. It attracts them to us. And I think that's amazing. And one message that I have for the healers is that sometimes, right, we are the only healer that a person will ever meet or have ever met, right? So we have to represent our brand and the community of healers well. So don't get over on people. Don't be out there being shysty. Watch how you speak to people. Watch how you, just be gentle. Yeah. Right? Because some of our clients, they've gone through some traumas, and they're not ready to open up about it yet, and they're putting up a wall. So they're coming to you for help, but they're putting up all these walls so you can't get in. And it's like, even as a healer, you got to break that stuff down.
Exactly.
So be gentle with them.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work sometimes. And sometimes if you're not gentle with your client, you can scare them off.
Yes.
And then you have this person, I always say hurt people hurt. Now you have this person that's off into the universe talking trash about healers and hurting other people, but so try your best to be as gentle with that person.
Sometimes you do need to be stern and put your foot down. Like,
I agree with that too.
I have clients where I'm just like, listen.
Yeah.
But I know that they can handle that energy.
Right.
I know that they can. There's some people that I'm just like, okay, just let me know, or okay, you
gotta stroke them, right?
Okay, like, well, tell me what it is, or probing them or pushing them. Some of my clients, I'm like, look, I don't know what is wrong with you, but you need to get it together.
Me too.
But they can handle that. So you have to know what type of energy you're dealing with.
Yeah, that too. I totally agree with that.
You got to listen to your own intuition as an intuitive.
I so agree with that.
Hello.
Because I'm like, when I'm like being gentle, I think I'm meaning like, because sometimes we want to go there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, wake up! Do you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Gosh, man. It can be quite fun. And that's when I'm like, I need sage. Just give me the sage.
Shaking the table. throwing crystals at him, like, wake up. I think that's what I mean about like not being gentle.
I don't think I'm gonna throw crystals, but
I
need these.
I felt like it a couple of times. Ashe. Wow. Mother Earth, Gaia. She is having volcanoes, eruptions.
This Aquarian age is no joke.
She's getting it in. There were a couple going down in Hawaii. And then we had a recent one last week in Guatemala. And I don't watch the news. And I don't watch the news for this very purpose. Here I go about to get into my rants.
Come on.
But the way that the news was portraying this event.
Which one?
I don't know what channel, but the Guatemala.
Oh, the Guatemala
volcano erupting because a lot of children have died. The way that they are portraying this event is as if Gaia is this ugly, or Mother Nature is this ugly, like beast that killed and murdered all of these children. And I can't believe that Earth is doing this to us. And
I can't believe what we're doing to Earth.
Hello?
Because I walk around, there's trash everywhere.
Oh my God.
People litter everywhere. Everybody, their mother has a car. And I mean, I know I have a vehicle, but you know, like we're polluting Mother.
Yeah.
And you expect her to work right?
Yeah.
Pollute your body and you can expect your chakras to spin correctly. So that is why we are going through the things that we are going through now. Gaia is sick. Do y'all not realize that? Like, it doesn't matter where you're from. We are polluting. We're cutting trees down. We're killing animals and eating them. And y'all want Gaia to work correctly? She said, y'all can miss me with that.
Yes.
Because I'm about to act a whole fool.
Let me tell you, during my lunch break, I go to this park. And at this park, they cut down like 2 trees. And for me, I go to that park every day. So for me, nothing was wrong with these trees. Like, why did you guys cut them down? When I tell you, them squirrels was in an uproar. They were like looking at one another like, can you believe they cut this tree down? Oh my God. Like, they was in a circle. It was the weirdest thing ever. And like, I have to pay respect to the squirrels because they don't like when I take pictures of them or record them. So, namaste.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, they were going off with one another. Like, but the thing was, they were in a circle, like having like a town hall meeting.
Yes, about these trees.
About these trees. Like, can you believe this?
Squirrels got
colonizers
too.
are insane.
Colonizers.
Sorry.
Wakanda forever.
But yeah, so I did some research on Guatemala and on the eruptions in Hawaii, and I discovered, now I could be wrong because there was a lot of information that's out there, so I don't know what is correct.
Right.
Because some of the information I was following was going off of where the chakras are placed based off of if the earth is round. And some of them were coming from if the earth is flat. Right. You know, and then some of them were like, the way that Gaia's chakras are set up is sort of models like the way our DNA is set up. Yeah. So you'll have like one at the bottom, one at the top. Like they were like bouncing balls, if that makes any sense.
And a lot of the chakras are, except for I think one is on ley lines. So if you guys don't know about ley lines, they're like energetic portals within the earth that are charged. You can, like one of them is Mount Shasta here on the most local one for us, which is in the U.S., where you can go and charge your stones and meditate and it's real.
That's on our to-do list.
Yes. Next trip.
So what do you think that the volcano eruptions have something to do with her chakra opening? Her, I guess that would be her root chakra or her sacral chakra opening? Sacral.
It's okay.
It's all good. I need my accent.
No, you're good. For me, I think it's almost like an awakening.
Oh, okay.
It's awakening of... so think about when you awaken your chakras in your body. Sometimes you go through certain bodily changes. For example, when your throat chakra opens, sometimes you may have a need to scream or a need to shout. or be like open with the world and just go around and speak your truth to everyone. And you know, you might be talking at the side of your face and you don't know what you're saying, and like, you know, you just might be going crazy. So and it's in a good way, right? So we can't think about these volcanoes as like bad. This is natural occurrences that happen, right? Your chakras opening should be a natural occurrence through the elevation of spirituality.
Absolutely.
So when we think about elevation, we think about evolution. We have to look at the fact that we are now transitioning out of you know, an age, you know, and we're going into the Aquarian age, and things are starting to happen. The paradigm, the shift of the world is happening. So we have to look at, you know, Gaia going through growing pains, almost, so to say. You know, she's opening herself up to the new energies within and around the atmosphere. And then yes, also again, you know, we're polluting, so it could go several different ways. But for me, I feel like it's just like it's like a portal opening.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly intuitively what the messages that I received from Gaia.
That's wonderful, because during my research, that's exactly what they said.
Oh, Ashe.
Ashe. They said that portals are opening.
Yeah.
It's all, and the portals began to open after the eclipse that we had in the fall.
And we're having more eclipses coming. Ooh. So eclipses are happening. There's going to be 2, I believe. One over the summer and then another one in August. So there's going to be a lot of shifts happening. I knew that this year was going to be crazy.
Yes.
But now that we're really settling into this year 11, there's just prolific things that are coming. So
absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of things I can't really speak about on the show, but that's just because, you know, sometimes you can't speak on spiritual connection and what they tell you.
Yeah.
But, you know, you got tap in. We need to start tapping in to Mother.
I agree with that. Something is coming through to me right now.
Okay, channel it, baby.
Here we go.
Come on, mama.
They're like, I ain't mad at you no more. We actually got into an argument this morning. It's all good. What Spirit has been telling me for many years is that we are inhabiting places that we should not be inhabiting. We are building islands, these man-made islands that we should not be building. We're doing a lot of things that we should not be doing, but most importantly, we are inhabiting places that we should not, where we should not be. A perfect example of that would be Belize, which is Belize to us. And right at this very moment, because this is a channel, I can't think of the original name, but they actually changed the name.
Wow.
But that's where the Mayans live, and they live in the jungle, and they have these beautiful ceremonies to honor their ancestors and to honor the gods certain times of the year. And you have like these cruise ship companies that come in and like purchase these islands that's supposed to be used as holy space. And they're bringing all of this different energy in to generate this income. And the Mayans are saying, we don't need this. We're good. Like, we build our own houses. We live off of the jungle. We don't need your cruise ship line to come in and to do anything. But the issue that the Mayans are having, who are very traditional, is now they have the young generation that's coming up. So the young Mayans who have access to cable and TV and Atlanta Housewives, right? So they're seeing fancy cars, they're seeing money, they're seeing all of these things come and go through television or come and go through these cruise ships. And now they're living and lusting for that lifestyle, and they're beginning to turn away from their tradition. And the energy that goes on in like a South America, just to use it as an example, the energy that goes on down there, their karma, it flips on them really fast. So like if they miss a ritual, it's like they gonna get some earthquakes.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna get some flooding. They're gonna, like, all hell is gonna break loose.
That reminds me of like California and all the earthquakes that they have.
Absolutely, because
the water being dried out, and you got Mount Shasta there.
You're not supposed to be using that land for Hollywood. You're not supposed to be using that land for casinos like Vegas. Like, you're not supposed to be using that land for that.
Hello.
And that land is supposed to be used for honor.
Yes.
To honor our ancestors. That's what it was originally there for. There's pyramids over there in Vegas.
But then we have these barbaric people who came in and stole the land from us, and all they want is violence, money, and, you know, power and greed.
Absolutely.
Whereas we were just here, you know, loving the land and taking care of it and meditating and, you know.
We were free.
Yeah. You know, it's like, aha, that's what you get. Almost, you know, and we know that the land is going to be returned back to us.
Yeah.
The land will be returned back to us, and, you know, everything will be all good, but we're going to have to go through the struggles first in order to get it back.
Yeah.
You know, Gaia is going to have to punish those who punished her before she can be returned back to us. So
that's so true.
We have a long way to go, y'all.
And
it's going to be more things that are going to be happening.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, just to piggyback off of we're not supposed to be living,
Yeah.
we're not supposed to be making these man-made storms, you know, these hurricanes and these floods and all of these manipulated weather events that happen.
Because you want to take over
because you want
land
yes.
or whatever.
Yeah, so because you want to flood out cities and kill people because you're trying to downsize the population. You know, there's so many things that, you know, I could speak on in that regard. And it's like, come on, y'all. Like, y'all are manipulating Gaia, and she is in her natural element. Like, what they say, like a woman scorned?
Whew. Hell has no fury.
Okay. Hot like fire, hot like the volcano. Go ahead,
sis. Wow. And I feel like they're doing that because, you know, I call them the V's, right? I call them the V's.
Yeah.
So the V's are doing that because they're dying at an alarming rate. They're dying from suicide and opioid overdose at a very alarming rate. They're not producing because more and more of them each and every day. No tear, no shade to the homosexuals, but the V's are homosexual.
Yes.
So they can't produce it at a rate that we with melanin skin can produce.
Exactly.
So their numbers are going down in the United States.
Yeah.
Their numbers are going down across the globe.
Yes.
If it's a globe.
Yes.
But it's going down across Earth.
Yes. The infinite plane.
And they don't
like my Uncle Phil said.
Like Uncle Phil said. And they don't know what to do, right? So the only thing that they can do is they can try their best by murdering us.
Or crossbreed.
Yes, crossbreeding, stealing our melanin, or, you know, wooing us to the fact that, oh my God, you know, that kind of thing.
Yes.
So that's what's happening with them, and it's happening quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So in all of my research that I did, it's like literally 2025.
What?
That's it. 2025. That's it. That's how low their numbers are. So a lot of people are doing these studies and these research, and I'm going to say it on air. Our melanin people are popping up missing. They're popping up missing. Their organs are missing.
Okay, so the whole, oh my gosh, the whole Pusha T, not Pusha T, but the whole, what was it with Drake? Who was that?
Drake and Pusha T?
It was Pusha T.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was watching Azure, Duke of Tears, and he was saying that, or it might have been Red Pill. I can't remember which one. It might have been Red Pill. But he was basically saying when that whole event happened, there's two melanin girls who went missing. And their bodies were dismembered.
Yes.
With their heart missing,
yes,
their fingers missing. Are y'all not hearing me? Do you remember the scandal in DC when all those girls went missing last summer with Pizzagate?
Yeah.
And they were trying to downplay it.
Oh, it was fake news.
It was fake news.
Uh-huh.
Okay, your boy Trump. No, that is real.
It's real.
It's really happening. The movie Get Out, it's really happening, y'all.
Let's talk about, really quick, let's talk about all of these so-called drive-by shootings in D.C. all of a sudden.
And listen, they said that it's not even us doing it.
It's not us doing it. We're not sharpshooters. Ray and them not sharpshooting nobody. If they gonna shoot you, they gonna hit you in the leg. Why you think that in the 80s and in the 90s everyone was in wheelchairs? Because we can't shoot.
Can't shoot. We can't aim.
We can't aim.
Especially in a car that's driving by. What you going?
We don't even have lowriders anymore.
Yeah. Like, it's just,
it's
y'all,
insane.
we got to open up our third eye.
They're killing us.
Yes, and the news is not reporting it accurately. They're not reporting it accurately. So, you know, it's either you wake up or you die. That's just what it is. Wake up or die. Forget vote or die. Wake up or die.
Wake up or die. That's why this awakening and this self-healing is so important.
Yes.
Because when it goes down,
Yeah.
You're not going to have your pharmacies, which is going to be a good thing.
Yeah.
It's good to know like what's growing wild around us that we can eat and we can live off of.
But you got to learn what you can eat and live off of. So now it's time to do the research.
Time to do the research. It's time to tap in. First and foremost, get your chakras spinning. Learn how to meditate, because if something goes down and we got to leave this plane, this dimension to go to another one, the only way we're going to be able to access that is through the mind, through our consciousness, through meditation. You know?
It's the only way. Got to stay connected.
So,
are we almost there? What?
I don't know what's happening. We don't have music anymore. Like he's like, I don't know how many minutes we have.
We got what? 5 minutes?
Oh, we got 8 minutes? Okay, cool.
Okay.
I love this. I can sit back and just like stretch out.
Yes.
And we can talk.
We can talk.
We can talk, girl.
So you want to talk about some current events?
Let's talk about some current events. I don't watch the news though. So
I know you don't. So, okay. So I really want to talk about mental health really quick.
Okay.
And, I really feel like there's a lot of like depressing energy going around.
Yes.
A lot of people are really stuck in how am I going to go on? How am I going to live? How am I going to go forward? I'm really channeling right now. You guys know Anthony Bourdain committed suicide. He was actually very suicidal, according to research, since his first marriage. He was also a cocaine and heroin addict. And then Kate Spade, God bless their souls this week, they both passed and they committed suicide. And so what I was talking to Sistar about was that, it's hard for me to believe that two Caucasians, for lack of better terms, that have money, that have the life. Anthony Bourdain was traveling the world, going here, there, and everywhere. Kate Spade built this empire, this dynasty of bags and clothes and shoes and jewelry. You got people that are poor in the hood.
I just got something.
In Michigan with tainted water that's brown. Okay? You got people that's living right here in D.C., in Southeast, wondering where their next meal is going to come from. Who, if Lil Ray Ray going to get shot if he go outside and go to school.
Yeah.
Okay? But you got them, they living their best life, making things happen. Living on Section 8, living on food stamps, living on ramen noodles, living on government cheese, literally. No car, walking to get to work every day, working 2-3 jobs. And they not out here killing themselves. So how selfish of you to take your life and you have it all, that you can't even give it to somebody else that really needs it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, for me, like, I understand that, how can I sit up here and say that one person's problems is no bigger than the next person's problems? But when I see my people living in poverty, and they're out there beating their feet to go and dancing and, busting the cap off of the what is that? The firefighter, the water hydrant and, having fun in the water and making it happy, making it a happy time. Like, they know that if
time.
Yes, like if mama probably wanted to shoot herself 1,000,000 times and kill herself, but she knew that she got a higher calling. She got to be here for these babies.
Yeah.
And Kate Spade gonna write a note to her daughter talking about it's not your fault.
I feel like in the middle of you sharing that information, I feel like their contract was up.
I got you.
That's what I got when you it was like, oh, their contract was up.
Yeah.
They made certain deals, and
I got you.
They had to go.
There's many possibilities, but for me, it's just like, I just think about that.
Well, you're right, though.
My people are struggling, man, but we are some strong beings, okay? And that just I just want y'all to know, like, that's how strong you are. And I want you to know that you are here for a reason, man. You're here for a reason. It's no shame. Have no shame in your game. Have no shame in who you are. Be the blackest black person out here and be proud of it.
Yes.
Okay? There's nothing to be ashamed of. Walk in your divinity with your head held high every single day, and people are going to see that and resonate with that energy, and you will be surprised at the people that are being attracted into your life. So that's my message for the week.
That's your message for the week.
I just had to get that off my chest.
That was a good message. That was a good message. I'm actually like, I know I had shared with you, Sister, that I'm going through some energy things right now. Like literally I'm sleeping 12 hours at a time.
Yeah.
I'm going to sleep at 7 and not waking up until 7:30 the next morning. Like I'm out like a light. I'm also glitching, which means that like I'm a time leaper. So I used to leap timelines in my dreams.
Yeah.
But now like I'm leaping them throughout the day now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's happening a lot throughout the day. And I've never experienced this before, so I'm like trying to find research. I'm trying to find other time leapers so I can like get a grasp of it. I'm trying to tap into spirit so I can get a grasp of it.
Are you losing like track of time?
I'm losing time.
Yeah.
I'm not.
That happened to me earlier this
I'm
week,
all
too.
over the place. Like I'm losing time. I'm losing days. I'm gaining days. It's just like for the past week. It's been 2 weeks. I've been all over the place energetically. One of the things that was revealed to me is I know that I get a lot of course, most of my friends are spiritual and they give me heads up and they let me know like, okay, you need to protect yourself.
Right.
You need to protect yourself. And I know that someone has been feeding off of my energy, which is, and I feel like the person that's feeding off of my energy is someone from a past life. So the past life person is cannot sustain on their own. So because we are connected, they're feeding off of me. And I feel like that's why I've been jumping timelines, is to run away from that person.
Yeah.
And I know for our newbies out there, that sounds totally weird and crazy, but this is real.
Yeah.
It really does happen. I feel like people that have dementia, they're time leapers as well. They just don't know how to control it, or it gets really worse.
Yeah.
In their case. So that's what I've been doing, and I've been trying to figure out how to ground myself and how to live in the now in this timeline with you guys. And it's been very tiring. There's some things that I want to take care of as far as like business and stuff like that I haven't been able to do because I've just been so tired.
Right.
I feel like I'm one of those people, and I'm sure a lot of us feel that way, but I really feel like I'm just one of those people that just need to like be spiritual and go live in my hut and sleep for 3 or 4 days at a time and come out and like heal the world and go back.
Yes.
Like I feel like that's what I need to be doing in my
Living
truth.
on the island.
Yes.
You're gonna be there.
In my truth. So that's been going on with me, and I put the post out in my spiritual group. So shout out to you guys for Yeshua's Light Workers. But I put the post out, and I'm not the only one. There was like maybe 20-something people that went through the same or has been going through the same experience for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, universe, if anyone out there is an expert in time leaping, we need your help. We need someone to guide us on how to just ground this and how to live between the time leaping and this world. Because what's happening is it's literally making some of us depressed, because we can't grasp to reality. So it's like, God, it's just difficult to
that crown chakra.
Yeah.
I would definitely say, for starters, sleep with selenite or tourmaline or tourmaline, especially black obsidian, which will help to prevent against psychic attacks.
Yeah.
While you are time leaping, it is very important to protect yourself because you don't know what energies you'll run into in those dimensions. So, yeah.
All right. Well, we're done.
We've done it. We back.
Let's talk chakras. Part 1 and part 2 is now complete.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to know, guys, about chakras. A lot more. We just was giving you the basic information to get you started on your way. Mm-hmm. So the first thing you should probably do is begin to meditate. Mm-hmm. Right? Just begin to meditate. My favorite thing that I picked up from the conference is meditate about nothing.
Yes. Meditate on your favorite song.
Meditate on your favorite song, yes. Or an apple.
Or an apple.
That was a good one.
Yes.
And then the second thing you should probably do is get in contact with a Reiki master as soon as possible to help you along your journey. So you can have someone to talk to. Most Reiki masters and spiritual mentors, they usually charge a minimum fee. I always say, if they're not charging you anything, please respect their craft and give to them what you can afford. Mm-hmm. Other than that, We are live right here each and every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Win DC Radio app and YouTube channel. If you want to catch the replay, you can head on over to our Goddess of the Now Radio YouTube channel. It will be aired sometime this week. And don't forget to become a Patreon member.
Patreon.
Yes, support us on Patreon. That's patreon.com, and just search for Goddess of the Now Radio. All of your proceeds will go towards our building fund.
Yes.
Yes.
Not like the church.
Not like the church. We actually have a dream of building a place for you guys to come to and receive your healing.
Ashe.
Yashe. All right, Yashe.
Okay.
I don't know where that came from. But it's your girl, Azure, Neteru, Gaia, and
Shalom, Ashe, Gaia, and we are the Gaias.
Live right here on the Win DC Radio app. Shalom, before we go, where can they watch you? Because you got a lot of dope stuff going on with your Facebook group.
So you go on YouTube, Divine Chakras, Instagram, Divine Chakras _LLC, and you can go on Facebook, Collective Conscious Minds, and join the group. And that's where you can watch me.
Wonderful information today. You guys, we love you so much. Thank you so much for supporting the movement, the healing movement. It's a party right here on the Now, and we'll see you next Sunday. We're out.
Peace.